What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today, everybody? 1 to 10. How you feeling? How you doing? All right. So computer's here, camera's there. Okay. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Mama Bear. Caitlin's feeling an 8. Caitlin's feeling an 8. Let's go. Mama Bear's feeling a 4. Guys, we got to cheer her up. I think I know why. I did see a post. I've been meaning to reach out to you and ask you how everything's going. Um, I know you got a lot going on right now, but I think uh, what I heard last is that your movers bailed on you and you guys are kind of scrambling to try to find someone to replace them to move you guys. There's a big move happening, I think, across states, right? To DC or something like that. David's feeling an 8 plus. How you doing, David? And good morning, Dan. So yeah, it's a real bummer that that happened to you guys. But I know you guys had a really big weekend. Hubs retired Thursday, right? So 4th of July was his first day not working. You guys had a holiday weekend mixed with packing and moving out. So yeah, movers canceled. It's what a bummer. When did they say why? Like what happened or anything like that? Or was it just ghosted, no call, no show kind of situation? They got too schmammered on the 4th of July and just couldn't do it. Well, that sucks, but, hoping that you and the family are keeping your spirits up, that you will get it done. I'm hoping there's not a lot of pressure behind you guys to move out of one house and into the other. So, let us know whatever you wanna let us know. Just crazy details and throws a wrench into a lot. Learning to pivot. Yep. Gotta pivot, gotta stay adaptable. Speaking of adaptable, the most adaptable person I know on planet Earth. Good morning, Ron Jordan. Jordan Ron pushed the house clothes back. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like an understandable circumstance, as far as being able to tell the new buyers, look, stuff just happened. Chat's going fast. Good morning, Dylan. I'm on my laptop. People, slow down. I'm just kidding. Don't slow down. Being yourselves some days do suck. Pardon my French. Yes, I know, and that is what we are going to talk about today. Ron had a huge win last night. Yeah, I didn't hear anything, guys. I'm just kidding. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I popped into the Beast Fam chat for 2 seconds while I was starting up the show and waiting for it to be 5:30. And I just kind of saw that Caitlin had a good show last night, that she crushed it. I think that was Ron shouting her out. Yeah, in the biggest way. Yeah. Sometimes being yourself is tough. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Ron's the killer of all leagues. I think Ron destroyed the V Friends main league, and then because he's such a gentleman and a goat, he like, what do you call it? He like played a little lighter to let other people win and feel that glory. Um, And then now he's over here destroying Rob's league too. Good morning, Jason. How are you? What are you up to? You see the Dodge Charger. Ugh. If they only knew that you weren't really trying and instead you're just here talking to us. The Marines say embrace the suck, but I'm not sure how that applies here. You get a little bit more time in your old place if that was hard for you to let go. Maybe you get to slow down. I mean, I imagine it was a really tough thing for you to put together hubby's last day, a long 4th of July holiday weekend, and moving. So you get a little bit more time. I can tell you from my side of things, we were looking to move people in. Like I closed my portion of the house a week or so ago, and they were doing the same thing. They were thinking about moving in on 4th of July, but it's such a hard time to move on a holiday. Like it just even though it was on a Friday and everybody had Saturday and Sunday, it still feel like you struggle to see people sometimes working that following Monday. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, come on now. I think Soggy actually won by himself. Caitlin. Caitlin, don't be silly. You know Soggy more than anybody. He couldn't do that. Um, yeah, Dylan's hitting it. You know, I don't let anyone win. Fake news. Rumor squashed. Okay, guys, don't listen to me. All right, everybody knows this. Even though you guys are literally sitting here listening to me, because Jason can't get his hair done and get on screen. Good morning, MP. How you doing, bud? I don't know if you were lurking the whole time yesterday, but I just thought it was funny that like the second I closed down the show, there was an MP like GM like that I saw just like just barely squeak in the last second, and like I put it up on the screen. Mm. And Dr. Feelgood did it too. So maybe it was MP 2 days ago and Dr. Feelgood yesterday, but the two of you did some sniper messages at the end. I'm always here. Yeah, you are, buddy. Just hitting the gym, doing whatever you're doing, man. How's it going? How's everybody's summer? 1 to 10. What's everybody's life like? Where are we feeling? I already got Mama Bear a 4 or 3. I got Caitlin at an 8. I'm feeling like a 7. I'm actually feeling like a 9. I had a long, tough conversation with my wife yesterday, but it went well in that things that needed to be said got said, both sides, and there was no blow up or name calling. It didn't end with one of us, running, not running, but like walking out the room or shutting down or anything like that. So it was good. And then so I came home early yesterday, mostly to have that conversation. Um, and then I'm staying in a little late today because, like you guys know, I've just been away at work so much, and I think it's been hurting her feelings, and I've been hurting me inside, making me feel a little guilty about staying out there. Paddle shifters, I feel like it's cheating. Oh man. 10, we are on vacation this week at the campground, so I'm loving the family time and time away from work. Dude, that's awesome. Yes. MP's on vacation, y'all. My life just got better. I'm a 9 plus now. Dylan, paddle shifters make me feel like I have no control. I need a gear shifter. Just can't shift as fast as the computer. Let's go. Let's go, you guys. You guys are crazy, man. Ron's a 10. Yeah, he is, dude. Coming off a win. Hot and wet. Okay. All right. That Texas heat and rain. I'm being a 9 plus. You love myself. Yeah, bro. Texting while racing is it comes off not well as well. About to go for a run with the dogs and then hit the gym they have here before we head to the zoo. Look at this guy, y'all. MP, you do it better. But I love that, man. That's awesome. You got a gym down there, hitting the zoo. Right on. What's favorite animals, everybody? Favorite animals to visit at the zoo? Go. Um, I like the lizard and snake houses. Like where like say a little indoor, they got all the different snakes and lizards. I dig that. My son likes it too. Caitlin's got the red panda. Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I'm also a fan of the gorillas, big dudes, their butts against the glass, just hanging out. Um, those are always fun. Zebra, it's no competition. Wow, with such force. Zebra's got that's one of those things. The zebra is one of those things. Is that a fish song? You enjoy myself? Maybe. Spent the last night in Virgin, Utah. The heat is making all the girls cranky. Oh, I bet. Monkeys, polar bears. So I was gonna say is one of those things that I agree with MP, like, because you just have to marvel at like the random beauty of nature. Like that's even possible. Like something to look that good, just like straight out the gate. Um, Monkeys always playful, always having fun. Polar bears, I dig it because our zoos are outdoor here. Well, I'm sure all of them are, but it gets hot. Like it feels like whenever you're at the zoo, that's the day that LA or San Diego decide they want to be 90 plus. And so going into the polar bear exhibit where it's cold, like on purpose, it's always a great time. The only thing I don't like about polar bears is they tend to never be awake. We have a decent zoo and a zoo pass if anyone comes to MKE. Yeah, right? There you go. Caitlin's always offering y'all. Like she's the hostess with the mostest, I bet. Oh, exactly. I want to go to San Diego Zoo. Bad. It's a great place. I think it, they had so much space out there. It's so big. I don't know the exact reason, but it's so big. They got so many animals or so much, whatever you want to call it, that they like separated it into two different zoos. So they have like the San Diego Zoo, and then they have the wildlife park, which is more of an open, like freer range, like not as caged and closed in. And you could do like the safari trucks, through the African exhibit and stuff like that, and feed the giraffes and all that stuff. But it's a cool place. We've taken the kids down there a couple of times in their life. Yeah, recommended for sure. I love you. I love myself. I'm in the grandma lane now. Who won the race, dude? Are you admitting defeat? We have a 2013 Mustang GT, and it will vibrate your kidneys. Oh, you guys crack me up. Let's get on to the reading because that's what we're supposed to be here for. Although I'm having a lot of fun, as always, with the chat distracting me. We have a 2020 Dodge Challenger, and it is pure joy to drive. Yeah, cars are fun. Cars are fun. It's really fun going fast. I I when I first got my Tesla, I took it out on the freeway and I'd heard these things go fast. So I just pushed the pedal to the floor and was just at like 90 something in like seconds and then got lit up by a cop. And I was literally all I was doing is I went to the store, got some groceries, and then was on the freeway. I didn't go to like the closest store. I had to go somewhere else for some reason. I get pulled over on my exit to go to my house, and he comes up to me and he's like, You know how fast you're going?" I'm like, "Yeah, about like 93, 94." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "You're gonna be honest today." And I'm like, "Dude, look, I just got the car. I heard how fast it goes. I pushed the button, and I just saw it, and I didn't even see you. There's no excuse, man. It just is what it is." He's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I live right over here. Just going back to, wife and kids for a little pool party." And he's like, "All right, dude, I'll let you off with a warning." It was the first warning I'd ever gotten let off with because usually I'm a fucking asshole when it comes to like cops. And uh yeah, I think I had like 7 or 8 speeding tickets before I was 20. So the need for speed is I should have. I very much should have invited him to pool party. Tom, it was a Top Gun situation. He took his exit. Just Just a good dip duck. All right. This is so much fun. I love you guys. July 9th. Don't let them wish to not be who they are. Super confusing title. Had to read it a couple of times over. Um, but the basic moral of the story is, or actually, the basic story in the reading is there was a guy. He was running for office for some reason. First openly gay something. Sorry, I'm really bad at remembering things. It's speeding ticket on a bike. And he kind of was going over his past childhood and stuff about how he wished he wasn't gay. He grew up in a different time when it wasn't as open and accepting. He very much said things like, if there was a pill, I would have taken it. If there was a part of my body that was inside of me, I would have cut it out. And it just goes on to say that, like, we as parents should never want our kids to feel that way about themselves. So you guys are still going. I never got a speeding ticket. Girl, it's a bitch, girl. Oh man, Dylan just has one phrase and then like the whole chat goes off the rails. I love it. Um, but yeah, this is something that I think we all hope for our kids, but at the same time, we got to make sure that we keep a good what do I want to say? Keep a good line of communication so that we can know as much about them and they can tell us these things as much as possible, and we can make sure that they understand that we love them no matter what, whatever they are, whatever they feel inside is they just need to be true to themselves, and they shouldn't want to um they shouldn't so here I'm gonna get a little stuck here. They shouldn't want to change something about themselves, but I'm in a state right now of changing myself. So how does that work? Someone help me rectify that. Uh, like there are things about me that I've come to know to be very frustrating for other people and frustrating for myself because I don't want to be frustrating to other people. Right. So growing and changing are difficult, right? Growing and changing are difficult, but growing and changing have or are always necessary, right? I know Ron Jordan is big on this. Ron, I don't know if you're still doing it, but Ron used to do a growth mindset podcast, right? Class, Discord, a lot of stuff, right? Never change your foundation, but be adaptable. Kids, I respect the curiosity and direction. Yeah, so got it. Okay, never change your foundation, who you are, those deep down things, those, what did they call it, inside out? Those core, what were those islands called? I don't remember, but those little islands of personality. Growth is lasting. Changing is just an adjustment and doesn't impact the long term. Oh, yeah, I still do. Right on. Is that where do I find that, Ron? For some reason I lost track of it. Is that Apple Podcasts, Spotify? It's on Spotify because I listen to Spotify. Drop the title of the thing so that I can put that on my phone afterwards. Um, I don't mind a good shill, or you can drop it in the parents chat or the VFam chat just randomly. I have Mike Lazaro coming on soon and did a couple episodes recently. Oh, dope, dope, dope. That's the guy who wrote the Shovel and Shit book, right? Growth Mindset Moment is the podcast. Good morning, Brofit. How you doing? All right, distracted myself again. Let's go. Yeah. So here we are. I highlighted two phrases in here, so I'm gonna read this last couple sentence. It's your job to make sure your kids know that there isn't a part of them that you'd want them to change if they could. That was one of them. And then through your words, actions, and choices, you must teach and prove to them that they make the world a better They make the world better just by being in it and by being themselves. So, good stuff. Bad stuff. Agree? Disagree? I like those two. So that's my thing is Spotify, Apple, talk. Ron Jordan, talk soon. Like your direction. Yeah. Ron's the go, dude. He doesn't just play around with minifigs on Hot Wheels on a treadmill, which sounds really weird to say. I meant to say different, but when I think of change, you're changing who you are, growing, you want to be a better person. Maybe another way would be to say that it will put you back in your seat. Thank you. There's the show. Y'all click that, but not right now. So it'd probably take you away from the show, and that would make me so sad. I'm just kidding. Uh Anyways, they make the world a better place just by being in it and being themselves, right? But what we're doing right now with our children and all the way up until they're 40, because that's when I found myself, is helping them find themselves. But like MP said, keeping their core values, whatever core traits they have, like if they're at their core uh athletic and friend orientated, or they're at their core they're artsy and spontaneous and funny, like I'm kind of describing my girls. At his core, Bentley is, what is he? He's wild. I kind of think of that as like a 6-year-old boy thing, but I think we raised him wild. He's very cute and cuddly, but at the same time, he's just a basher. I think he's just a basher. So those are my cores that I can think of right now off the top of my head that I would love those kids to keep. And then as they change and grow and become a little bit more well-rounded, uh, through the I'm still 14 years old. I'm I'm thinking about how I was when I was 14. I don't think I'd want to be that. But I mean I still have my key components. I think my key components is my humor. I really love everything that has to do with humor, comedy, laughter, smiling. Uh, I wasn't always a smiler, but I try my hardest to smile often. Humor sucks. There he is, dude. The last 7 minutes of the show. I was gonna close it early, Steve, too. Like honestly. So you might. Steve's the bottom signal, y'all. I'm teaching my children to become who they are designed to be. Navigating this stuff is hard. My values are not widely accepted, so I navigate this very gingerly. Yep, I can see that. I could see that. David, I'm still a 10. Whoa, what the hell just happened? All right, I'm gonna try to continue the show, but I did something with my mouse and I can't undo it. This computer. I zoomed in somehow. Please zoom out. Damn it. All right, looks like I still have access to the buttons, but somehow zoomed in and it's a little bit weird and different. I see people, I see people like vines. They need to be trained and pruned. Me too. Refuse to be old. 50 is not that old. Dom, do not mouse around. Dad joke. Let's go. Scuba, I thought about tagging you because I haven't seen you in a couple days. So how you doing? What's up, buddy? 1 to 10, how you feeling? Scuba's gonna be like, I feel like a -1 because he doesn't understand the question. I love playing tag. 8.5. I love that. Nice. I love playing tag too. Um, hide and seek, water balloon fights, laser tag, paintball. I sometimes I'll just randomly hide and seek around the house and no one even understands that I'm playing. I'm just hiding in the laundry room and they just can't find me. Didn't even say that I was starting the game. Just did it. You took the same on my end. Can we do a big game of tag? Yeah, let's do it. Little V friends tag next VCon. Just break out. Someone go up and just like we'll have the rumor going, but the way it starts is Scuba Steve goes in line with Gary, takes his selfie, and as he's walking away, he tags him. I mean, it ruins everyone else's time in the line, but whatever. Zoom in might be controlled. You're just trying to get me to close the show, dude. I don't trust you, man. I'm just kidding. It would be hilarious, but you know, be too hard. You guys should do it at the Messer meetup. There's a VFAM meetup in Charleston. I always forget what state that is. South Carolina, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. Tag would be hilarious. Yep. Someone put that in there's in the Charleston meetup, there's a Google form where you can fill stuff out. Just put that in there as we should play a massive game of tag on your front lawn. Need a game of spoons. It's another one. And games. Here we go. Another topic that can't stop. Drop your games. I want a dunk tank at the next VCon. Yep. Will you just be the one sitting in the chair the whole time on your in your scuba outfit? No, of course. Yeah, no. We're gonna play spoons. Okay. Then once it gets a little after hours, we'll play forks. And then once it gets deep after hours, we'll play knives. Okay. That's the way it goes. I'd volunteer. Yeah, of course you would. I'd volunteer too. South Carolina. Yep. There you go. Thank you, sir. I'd be in the tank the whole time. Games, board games. What? We said Caitlin's trigger word, y'all. She's awake again. She's back. She was about to leave. She's about to go to class, and then she heard games. Charleston, South Carolina. Forks are so bad. For a game or just in general? Someone just showed up at my house. What? Is it your brother with his dog? Oh man. And that class is over. Oh, okay. So we have Caitlin in the morning all the time now. Let's go, people. This is great. Okay, everybody. What is today? Today's Wednesday. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I will be heading out. Well, I'm gonna hit the gym for a little bit, wait for the donut stores to open, then go get my wife Starbucks and the kids donuts. Three prong fork sucks. Yeah, that's tried it, man. This restaurant that I go to that I've been going to since I was a kid, in downtown Manhattan Beach. It was the day we were here talking about biscuits and gravy. So my daughter was with me when we got biscuits and gravy at that place. They they have tridents in their restaurant. Super weird. It's like one of the only places that I know that does it. 3 weeks until national, bro. Oh fuck. Wow. Okay. I am not prepared for that, but it's cool because I don't like preparing for anything. Where was I just going? Oh, coffee and donuts for the wife and kids. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That's my plan. Hang out this morning. I gotta try to back up my computer upstairs, and I think I'm gonna wipe it clean and start all over because it's got something stuck on it that's causing it to be overloaded and it's driving me nuts. Yep. You just gotta pivot. Mama Bear's gonna pivot today, guys. Okay, I did something. What is happening with this thing? I don't know what I keep doing. I keep pressing and now I've moved the screen over. Y'all, this is not good. Can I do it on here? I might have to do it on my phone. It's just a matter of, oh, I got it. All right. I was gonna say the closeout part of the show where I have to put the title screen and the music. I lost. I know, dude, but I have to touch in order to say your comments, like to put them on the screen. Don't press too hard. See, it's like calling an audible all game. This is the current situation. Yep, that's what it is. Stuff happens. Can we change the Daily Dads theme song? Uh, I can make a request. What do you want? What are you looking for? Little smooth jazz? Like what's your cup of tea? Why don't we have people submit? When you guys do a submission without telling Ryan. Well, Ryan's the one that does all this stuff. So like I don't I don't do rigid jazz. I don't I don't do this stuff. I don't know how he does it, what he does. I don't even care to know. Um, that's how I feel. Uh, wait, what? What do you say about VF Ross? Sorry, y'all are going fast and I'm doing a double click again. Mama Bear. Pivot. Ross from Friends. I like our VF Ross better. Gotcha. Okay, guys, y'all are going too fast again, and I'm getting in trouble with these buttons. Respect, like for D&D music. Yeah, I think the song's okay. I think Scuba's just messing with me again, guys. Why does he do why do I let him do that? It's okay. It's okay. You gotta do it. It's fine. Throw those curveballs. Guys, we hit 6 o'clock. Today was easy. Yesterday was hard. I don't know why. I do know why. But anyways, thank you, everybody. Send big hugs and all your love to Mama Bear and her family. They're going through some shit right now. Everybody is. I just know about her right now. The other thing is over the next 24 hours, we have a big birthday coming up. His name is Soggy Waffles. If you have his phone number, call him repeatedly. He loves being called. Um, how was that? Make your chat GPT comics involving him, blast him. He has a show tomorrow on Whatnot, some sort of weird time zone, CST or something like that. Maybe 6 p.m. or something like that. I don't know. Caitlin probably knows. So show up on that. I might re-download Whatnot just for that, just to say hello. How old is he? Well, he looks like he's 50, but I think he's 34, 35. I don't know. It's hard to tell. He has no hair on his head. Um, and he talks like an old man sometimes. So, Caitlin, how old's your brother? Right? He is a baby. And yes, I am savage when it comes to Soggy for sure. Um, yeah, he's younger. He's got to be younger. He's got to be in his 30s. 34. Yep. Got it. Phew. Soggy Waffles, birthday tomorrow, July 7th. Mark your calendar. Hugs to Mama Bear. Sorry you're going through this. Caitlin's 30. Caitlin's a real baby. Um, guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing rest of your week. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. See if I can get this. We got this logo. Boom. And cue the music. Nope. There we go. I'm waving in the background, even though y'all can't see me. Bye. Bye.